What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of the CubCast, our daily news section we are running here on the channel, exploring different conversations, discussions, breaking news, and other bits as well surrounding international music. And today, we have got a corker of a conversation to be getting into. We've had some brilliant new subscriber rates on the channel today, so welcome to all the new subscribers. We do try to run these more sort of vlog-style videos with news updates as often as we can, just to keep you guys in the know, and it also means I have to stay in the know, which I do really enjoy doing. So, as always, friends, if you are new to the channel, do make sure you are getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page, turning notifications on as well. Of course, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. Now, today, we're going to be getting into an interesting discussion indeed, because we have seen I don't know whether it's a leak or whether it's an official, but we're going to go by the kind of understanding that is official, because we are looking at Amazon Music right now, and we have finally been able to take a peek at the official WIZKID More Love, Less Ego tracklist. Now, little story. Last week, I feel a lot of us, including myself, were absolutely bamboozled by WIZKID himself. He obviously said he was going to be releasing the album last week, and obviously, he was just releasing a single, which was Money and Love, which I won't lie, absolute banger. Big up each and every one of you on the channel who was supporting the reaction we did to that one. The response was crazy. It is an absolute banger. There's no getting away from it, and we spoke about that on the pull-up show, which you should check out as well in the description down below. We've heard one other track off the project so far, which is, of course, Bad to Me, which did kind of ignite what was going on with the album. That was like the first time we knew an album project was on the way, and we saw it hinted at in the music video as well. But I am so excited to actually be looking through this track listing right now, because there's some really interesting inclusions on there, and a couple of quite notable missing ones as well. Obviously, the album has been pushed back due to the circumstances going on surrounding Davido, and I don't want to kind of dive into that too much, because I don't want to pry into other people's business. You know, obviously, trying to think of the best way to say it without being sensitive in the way that I am. Obviously, thoughts going out to everyone involved in that horrible scenario. But we are here to talk about music, and I don't want to dwell too much on that. But as I said, thoughts and prayers going out as always. But we are going to look at this album track listing. This is obviously being released next Friday now, and I'm excited to actually break it down with what's going on. So the first two tracks we see, Money and Love and Bad to Me. They're the first two tracks. We're getting everything we already know about the project completely out the way within the first couple of tunes. I like this as a move from WIZKID. Primarily because it means the majority of the album listenership is going to be brand new. Well, pretty much all of it is. You get the kind of, almost like the kind of tutorial into how the album's going to sound with those first two tunes. And I like the fact he's put them at the beginning rather than the end, because if you were going to put them at the end, then you aren't really getting a finale. You're not getting like a sign-off. You're getting something you've already heard. I like this as a decision. I wish more people would do this with the albums they were releasing. But there we go. We're going to get straight into track number 3, which goes by the name Pressure. Again, very sort of classic sounding WIZKID title. We don't know much about how this one's going to sound, but that one is track number 3, goes by the name Pressure. Track number 4 is where we see our first collaborative inclusion, and it's another banger achievement on the year listing for Ayra Starr, following on, of course, from the launch of her 19 and Dangerous Deluxe Edition project. She's collaborated with some of the biggest names in and around Afrobeats this year, obviously collaborating with Skip Marley as well earlier on in the year. She is now collaborating with the one and only WIZKID on a track that goes by the name Too Sugar. Whether they're talking about cups or tea, or whether they're talking about something else, I don't know, but this is a wicked thing to see for Ayra Starr. I think she's been absolutely killing it, undoubtedly one of the big sort of names of the now, but also one that is going to grow into one of the big names of the future. She's been absolutely killing it. She's been so consistent this year as well, just by putting different projects out and just being around, performances, all of that good stuff. So this is something that I do genuinely feel she deserves. After that, we do see a track that goes by the name Frames, bracketed with Who's Gonna Know. Presumably it's about pictures being taken. I don't know. That's what I'd kind of take from that. We then see two more solo tracks, Special and Deep. They're the two that follow on this track listing, which I'm looking forward to hearing. Of course, Special just has a ring of a classic WIZKID tune, and then Deep, I have no idea. I genuinely have no idea what to expect for that as a tune. But following on from that, we get into another huge collaboration, one of only 3 collaborative tracks that we have seen on this project so far. It goes by the name Wow, featuring Skepta and Naira Marley. Wow, what a link up this one is. WIZKID continues his run of including Skepta on album projects. Obviously, we saw a couple of other tracks on there. We've seen a couple of other collaborations between, obviously, WIZKID and Skepta. Seeing Naira Marley involved on this album is great to see as well. He had, in my opinion, a very slept-on album drop earlier this year, but But this is a wicked thing to see. Skepta bringing the UK energy, Naira bringing the much more sort of dance influence flavour, and then Wiz kind of tying everything together on a track called Wow. I am wowing at that as a overall piece by the sound of things. We then see a track called Balance. Again, very classic sounding WIZKID names throughout this. There's a real kind of synergy in the way the tracks are named too, Made in Lagos, which is cool to see. Obviously, this is an album that we need to see continue that legacy that Made in Lagos has left behind. We then see Plenty Loving, again, presumably more sort of lovers kind of tune. I don't know which direction it's going to go in, but it's really cool to see as an overall track. And then we get into a collaboration that I am blown away by, a combination that I actually am so keen on seeing, because I feel with this album Wiz has to make a statement. We've seen Burna's album do business. We've seen Rema's album make a sonic statement. We've seen Fireboy's album open him up to the world. Burna's album was literally a global project. With this one, we see a number of worlds unite, and considering there aren't that many collaborations on this project from what we understand, this is one that I am so excited for. Slip and Slide featuring Shenseea and Skillibeng. Wow. Obviously, two of the biggest names in dancehall right now. Shenseea obviously drifting a little bit more towards an American market with her more recent releases and her album in particular, but don't get away from the fact these are two of the biggest names in dancehall right now. Skillibeng been killing it for a couple of years. I'll safely say he's not my favourite in dancehall. I'm not the biggest fan of his flow, but when you put him onto a tune with Shenseea and Wiz, there's no way that this can't culminate in being a banger. It has to be, just by looking at that as a track listing. A huge link up between Afrobeats and dancehall, continuing that tradition that I've absolutely loved seeing over the course of the last few years. The link-ups have been fantastic, and this may well be the last one of the year that we see absolutely ring off. Fantastic stuff. We then see two more tracks to round the project off, Flower Pads and Everyday. Again, I'm excited to see how both of these sound. We don't really have any information on how either of them will sound, but again, I'm excited. Obviously, there was Wiz and Chris Brown tune called Love Me Every Day, I think. I don't know whether that's going to be a continuation of the themes of that one. I doubt it, but I'm excited. This track listing does fill me with good energy, good kind of feelings. Obviously, he's not overdone it on the collaborations. That was something we saw on Made in Lagos as well. There were a couple of extra collaborations on Made in Lagos, but this one very much focusing on Wiz being Wiz by the looks of things. The collaborations are all very special as well. Aira, one of the biggest names emerging right now, if not already having emerged. We then see Skepta and Naira Marley, a huge international link up, and then a dip into the dancehall realms with Shenseea and Skillibeng coming together. Wow. This is looking good, guys. This is looking really good. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts on the track listing. I want to hear your thoughts on how you think the album's going to be. Do you think this could level up to the immortality, I suppose, of Made in Lagos, or will this fall slightly by the wayside? I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. As I've said before, we do read every single comment that comes onto the page, and I want these vlog sessions to be more of a discussion piece. We'll give you the information and you guys can discuss it down below in the comments. We do read every single comment, so please do get involved. Hopefully you have enjoyed this breakdown as well. If you're new to the channel, make sure you are getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page as well. We're hurtling towards 54,000 subscribers. Hopefully we can hit that by the end of the day, and there we go. Hopefully you have enjoyed. That's it from me, and we shall see you all next time. Have a fantastic rest of your Thursday evening, and peace.
Them sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a bright and proud.
Yes, it's Kovu. Stay locked.
CubCast TV. Your boy Slim Overfit right here, and you're locked on to the best breakfast with man like Cove.
Yo, this is Aaron Glitch, and you're tuning to the sounds of Kovu right now. You already know the thing. Bad boy selector. Alright, let's go.